Before introducing the G major scale, there's one thing we left out of the last video on C major: tonic, triads, and arpeggios. Arpeggio is an Italian term derived from the musical instrument we call a harp. Think harpeggio. Here's how we do it. Left hand plays the chord C, E, G, or Do, Mi, Sol, with fingers 5, 3, and 1. And right hand plays the same chord an octave higher with the fingers 1, 3, 5. You can play these triads with a rhythm like pepperoni piano with either hand. Or like a percussionist, alternating hands. Or, hey, we're learning lots of Italian words today. Arpeggio, pepperoni, piano. And to play an arpeggio of the same chord, you roll your arm from side to side like this. And pass the left hand over the right to tap the high C with your index finger. And return to the bottom. Arpeggio. C, E, G, C, E, G, C. We want to remind students of the importance of proper stance at the keyboard. Your shoulders and upper body should be relaxed. In fact, only the tip, first knuckle of each finger should have a spring tension. This is necessary in order to support the weight of the hand and forearm on the key. Proper sitting height is always important for balance and control. With your fingers in contact with the key tops and without shrugging the shoulders, your forearms are roughly parallel to the floor. So you may have to adjust the height of your seat and keyboard accordingly. Moving on. For the 1-octave G major scale going up, the fingering order we use is the same as that of C major. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. We still won't use finger 5, little finger, in scale practice since we're going to add more octaves to the scale. Let's do that playing touch piano first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now our starting point is the G key, 5 tones above middle C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. This sol becomes the do of the new key of G major. While playing, call out the finger order. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you notice that when we reach the 7th tone, something doesn't sound quite right? The fingering is correct, but since we are now in the new key of G major, the 7th degree has to become the leading tone. This is where the F sharp key comes in, played with the 4th finger. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, we always start hovering above the keyboard, not in contact with the key, and do not attempt to connect one note or finger to the next scale note. Just drop the whole arm, bouncing from one key to the next. Concentrate on using the same standard fingering, only now transposed to the key of G. We'll smooth out the connection between the notes later on after the fingering is solid. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, We stop at the top because now we want to engage the left hand. Left hand going down uses the same fingering as the right hand, but in the opposite direction, going down the scale to the left. Let's do that playing touch piano first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Our starting key for the left hand is the G key, 1 octave plus a fourth below middle C. While playing, call out the finger order and remember to play the F sharp key with the second finger of your left hand. Touching first, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Remember, it's the same order as the right hand in the opposite direction. Now we play. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Next, we need to get back to where we started. Each hand simply retraces the finger order in reverse. Right hand is 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Try that as touch piano first. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. The left hand, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Now we play. First the right hand descending. Start with the thumb on the high G. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And the left hand ascending. Same numbering. Start with the thumb over the low bass G key. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Finally, let's add a second octave. For the right hand, simply start the fingering pattern from the G below middle C, continuing on up the scale to high G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. For the left hand, start the fingering pattern from the same bass G just below middle C, continuing on down the scale to low bass G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Then we play. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Then the reverse. Right hand descending. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And left hand ascending. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Got it? Now the triads and arpeggios. Same fingering as C major. And pepperoni piano. Just move it all over to the G. 4 scale tones to the left. And we have As mentioned last time, it's probably better that you do not practice scales with both hands at the same time. But practicing the triads and rolling arpeggios like this is fine. As in any physical sport, muscle coordination and habits become more efficient with repetition. Make sure you keep reviewing the C scale we learned last time, and the triads and arpeggios, also the piano beginnings, elements, fundamentals, and harmony videos to stay up on the theory. Are you starting to see the system for fast learning of the scales? Both C and G major use an identical fingering pattern, except we move it over, then make that one adjustment for the new leading tone. More on that to come. Thank you for watching. Now, start practicing.